Bienvenidos a Tiempo Fuera. Hoy estamos con Jeremiah Coleman, player for South Dakota. How are you doing, Jeremiah?
Doing good. Doing good.
Great. Well, first, we are going to start with some of your early career, some basketball of your early career. Who or what introduced you to the world of basketball?
Growing up, my father had always influenced me, putting the ball in my hands at a really young age. And just looking at all his old, records and all the things that he was able to do with the basketball, that really inspired me to be like him someday.
And your dad is a basketball fan, no?
Yeah, yes, he's very much my
And
fan.
going into this year with South Dakota, unfortunately, I believe this past year they weren't able to get into the tournament, but we had the opportunity to talk to you and also Miles Branch, I believe, yeah, is now playing with you. Uh,
Yeah.
what's well, we currently haven't got the opportunity to talk to Miles, but we chat a little bit through Instagram.
Mhm.
What are your expectations this year going into this the tournament? You feel like you have better chances to make a push at the tournament than last year. What's your point of view?
Um, you know, we're a really good team. We have really high goals for ourselves. Of course, Summit League championship is a really big thing that we want to accomplish this year. And getting to the dance. But we know that it's a day by day process. We have our coach loves to talk about championship mentality. Championship habits. Just building that every day. That way we can get to our goals in the end.
And have you got to the opportunity to play a lot of teams yet? Like potential big opponents this season?
Yeah, upcoming on our schedule, we got some pretty good out of conference games that we get to play, and we have a couple scrimmages coming up pretty soon. So we're getting ready for those. We're practicing hard, going over sets. Just make sure that everything's tight.
Well, and I know you currently, uh, or you have been in the Division One only this. You're going to enter this season. You're a freshman. Uh, what's it been like to being this couple of weeks, months, to be in like every young basketball player's dream? Playing a Division One team.
And it's a blessing, to even be in this position. Not um, a very very small percentage of basketball players around the world even get this opportunity. So to be in my position is a great feeling. I'm highly blessed for that, and just taking it day by day, just being present in every moment, taking nothing for granted.
And do you have like a player that you idolize or like you watch a lot of their game and take some of their moves?
Um, I'm a huge John Morant fan. Um, I think he's probably one of the most exciting players to watch in the NBA. So anytime I can get a chance to watch him play, I definitely make sure I sit down and do it.
You're a Grizzlies fan?
I wouldn't say I'm a Grizzlies fan. I'm more of a John Morant fan.
But do you have like a team that you always like watch their games and
As cliche and as bandwagon as it may sound, I've always liked the Warriors. So it's one of my favorite teams to watch.
okay, yeah, currently there are like a lot these past years there have been a lot of people joining the Warriors fan base.
hmm Yeah.
Uh, and I imagine you were happy this past year, no? Warriors winning the championship.
But yeah, yeah, I was glad to see Steph and Clay and Draymond, those guys get another ring for sure.
And do you personally, would you rather, it's a question that I just came up with, would you rather like have the opportunity to, have a couple of years in the NBA? That's a big opportunity to go to an overseas basketball career, in Europe. That's also a big place to play basketball. Do you have like a path in mind, or do you are just
Yeah, I have huge respect for both groups. Overseas, I know that there's some of the best players in the world over there. And in the NBA, of course, that's the biggest stage for basketball. So, me personally, for my path, it's always been my dream to play in the NBA. So, however I can get there, whenever I can get there, that's definitely the main goal.
like Duncan Robinson, he has a podcast. It's called the Long Shot Pod. There's always a way to get into the NBA. It doesn't have to be
Yeah,
the easy way.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly, exactly.
and do you have, this is a question that we have always out of curiosity. Do you have like a pre-game routine, like something you always do before a game?
I make sure I call my dad before every game. I just like getting in touch with him before the game. Make sure I can get some shots up. Definitely getting shots up before the game. I try to sleep. Probably like a couple hours. Get a quick nap in, and then make sure I got food in my system as well.
Perfect. Uy, sorry. Yeah, I have a little bit of a sore throat, so
Oh,
uh,
good.
and finally, what I wanted to go through your number selection. I know you're using the number 55 this season. Is there a reason you chose number 355?
Yeah, it's an interesting number for a point guard, and it doesn't really have any significance besides the fact that I was that number for my summer team that I played with this year, and I was able to get the last jersey in my size with the number 55, so it worked out perfectly.
Perfect. Well, that's basically the first section. Now we move on to the second one. As I told you before, the previous guest, Tamara Lebegovic, left a question for you. In this case, what is your go-to move?
My go-to move. That's a great question. Um, it's definitely if I'm coming down in transition. I'm not trying to give away my sauce. You know what I'm saying? But if I come down
This
in transition,
this stays
I
between
definitely like.
us.
Okay, okay. Definitely a crossover there between the legs. That gets people on their heels every time coming down in transition. I love to do that move.
Do you have a question you want to leave for our next guest?
Yeah,
We
I
can give
would.
you time
My
here.
question would be. No, no. This is actually I've been thinking about this. What motivates you to keep playing the game?
It's really good question. Perfect. And finally, last section, it's the flash question section. As I told you before, this has mostly nothing to do with basketball. And whenever you're
Yeah.
ready, you tell me and we go.
All right, let's do it.
Favorite movie,
Rush Hour 3.
favorite TV show,
The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
not including basketball. What sport do you watch or play the most?
Football, hands down.
Football, or American football?
American
We're from
football.
South
Sorry, American.
America.
My fault. American football.
I talk to a lot of American players, so I know I usually get this.
Yeah.
This confusion. We're from South America. You have to be
Yeah, yeah. American
a
football.
teammate you spend the most time with.
I would say Miles Branch, Javon Hill, Felix Brostrom, and Stephen Kramer.
You're a social guy.
Yeah.
Favorite food,
Spaghetti.
favorite video game,
Modern Warfare 3.
one dream left to accomplish, not basketball related.
Buy my parents a house.
Hot or cold?
Hot.
Favorite artist,
Drake.
and finally, favorite basketball shoes in your opinion, or best basketball shoes in your opinion. What?
I would have to go with James Harden or the new Dames.
That's an
Damian
unusual
Lillard.
answer. We usually never get James Harden or Damian Lillard. but it adapts to your position mostly.
Yep. No,
Do you believe in this, like saying that basketball shoes are made for some positions? Like guards have like a different type of. You're a believer in that?
I definitely think that's true.
Yeah.
I
Well,
definitely think that's true.
here in South America, we are 5'9", so we all wear guard shoes.
Hey man, whatever gets the job done.
Perfect, Jeremiah. That was basically it. Thanks a lot for coming. And
And thanks for
we,
having me.
you, you go if you want to say something. This is your space.
I just want to say thank you for having me. It's a pleasure.
No problem. The pleasure is ours. Or I don't. I usually watch these TikToks. That I never went to. I believe there's a chicken, like fast food chain that's always says our pleasure.
Oh yeah, Chick-fil-A. Yeah.
Okay, that's that's
Yeah.
that's that's us right there.
Sure, for sure. All right,
Well,
thank you, man.
no problem. Thanks a lot for coming.
All right. Yeah, no problem. See you.
See you. Bye.